I'm coming to you today from my car for a number of reasons, but first, NerdCon Nerdfighteria. Cue the intro. Oh, wait, I don't have access to that file right now. This is going to be an awkward transition. So, NerdCon Nerdfighteria was amazing. There are not enough words in the English language to describe how wonderful it was to be surrounded by people who accepted me for me. And the Road to Nerdfighteria panel went off without a hitch. If you would like to watch my incredibly unprofessional recording of that panel, I will leave a link to that video in the description of this video. But if you want to wait for a more professional version, the Road to Nerdfighteria channel will be releasing a video tomorrow, and in the description of that video there should be the full panel there, but it's entirely up to you. But the panel was wonderful. It was so good. It was my first panel, but it was so good to be part of a team that it was not everybody's first panel, and the team that I do have planned everything down to the letter. There is a pun in there. And even though it was my first panel, I felt very comfortable, very confident, and it was just an amazing experience. So, why am I in my car? Well, two reasons. One, I was originally going to do a walkie-talkie today, but it is far colder and far windier than I originally anticipated, so that's not happening. The second reason is that my car is a good analogy for a bad habit that I'm starting to realize that I have. This is a really good car that I have. There are a few bells and whistles in it, but I've worked really hard to get this car, but I still take it for granted, because when good things come into my life, I am afraid to acknowledge them. And this weekend with NerdCon Nerdfighteria, it was another good example of how I do this, because the day after that I got back from the convention, for reasons that I am not entirely comfortable discussing on the internet, I was dropped by my publisher. And what have I been focusing on for the last few days? Not the amazing time that I had with a group of nerds who fully support me and want to see me succeed. No, I focus on the fact that I got dropped by my publisher, because of course I got dropped by my publisher, because that story fits my narrative in my head better than the one where Road to Nerdfighteria is doing really well and we are succeeding and wonderful things are happening. I have a hard time accepting good things in my life, because I am afraid that if I accept them, they will somehow magically disappear. And I also don't believe that I deserve to have happiness in my life when it comes down to it. And I am working on all of these things in therapy, but they are a work in progress, and I do plan on getting better at accepting the good things in my life. But right now, instead, I just take them for granted, because that's an easier thing to do. And I hate it. I really hate that I do this, but I do. And I want to speak my truth on it, because I'm hoping that in speaking my truth, it'll make it easier for me to start looking at the good things and saying, you know what, no, I do deserve to have that happiness, and not focus on the one bad thing that happens surrounding by all of the wonderful things that happen in my life on a regular basis. Like the fact that John and Hank both tweeted out the video that we released at the Nerd Fighter film screening, which was an amazing video, and that's an amazing thing that they both saw it and both wanted to share it with their audiences. And while all of that was happening, I was being a depressed teen about the fact that I'm no longer going to be writing professionally. So this is where I am right now. Like, good things are happening to me, and they're wonderful and they're great, and I'm happy about them, but I like to focus on the bad things in life because they fit my narrative for what I deserve to have happen to me. And I want to do better at that. I want to get better at that. So, I will have a video about NerdCon and Negativity where I go into more detail about the amazing things that did happen, but I'm kind of bad at the montagey stuff, editing it all together, so it'll probably be a long time. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the video that we did have at the film screening, I will leave a link to that in the description of this video as well. And as always, I do honestly love you. I am capable of love, even if I don't think I deserve it. And we will see what happens next week. All right. Bye.